Okay. First, what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Terry Schoon. I'm from Pocahontas.
Okay. And what is your faith story?
I don't know how to start really. I kind of want to give my whole testimony, but it's long. I'll just say that I didn't get saved until 1995. But I had a childhood of raised as a Lutheran until 14. So I knew a lot about the Bible, was confirmed. But then when we moved out west, my mom and dad stopped going to church for some reason. So I just stopped going too. And apparently I wasn't really saved when I got confirmed because I fell away that easy. And in 1995, I met my second wife and had a baby on the way. And within 2 years, I was in prison. And that was after I got saved, because I was saved in 95. Never went to jail or prison before that. And God started working on me. When you're truly saved, you know it, because if you continue in sin, God works on you. And anyway, I went to prison, and I did my first 3 years. I did 6.5 years altogether, but my first 3 years was in another prison. And then my mom was on her deathbed, basically real sick. So they moved me to Fort Dodge, where I was blessed with meeting Pastor Lang. And I just started attending church right away, and I would say I was a pretty faithful member. I ended up joining the council, and I was president of the church council for 2 years. And when I got out, the reason I was in prison was for domestic assault on my wife. And when my mom passed away, she started visiting me, which she wasn't planning on doing. We were going to split up. But she started visiting me, and she told me, she wasn't even saved at the time, and she told me that God was leading her because she was going to church with my mom and talking to my mom. And when she came to visit, she said, well, I feel like God's leading me to try to make our marriage work. So I kind of wondered about that, because her not being saved. And I thought maybe she did, so I asked, and she said she wasn't sure, and I told her about it. So then when I did get out of prison, we got married right away. And to get married, we had to go through counseling with the pastor of Faith Lutheran Church in Pocahontas, or Palmer actually is the address. And the pastor had the same questions for her that I did, about being saved. Found out she wasn't. Asked her if she wanted to be, so she got saved. She went through the prayer with us right in the counseling room. And I'm happy to say, with the help of God, that since 2001, I haven't touched anybody in anger. I've never hurt anybody again since then. I did go back to prison for a year. That's how I met Paul Stone. But that was for a smaller thing. It was for marijuana. And I had a hard time getting off of it because they took my insurance away and I have a lot of pain. But I started smoking it again, and I got caught with it. And with my record, they put me in prison for it. So I only did a year, but when I went back again, I noticed that there was a lot of people getting out with no place to go. And I never noticed that before. I didn't open my eyes to it, I guess, the first time. The second time, I decided, this time when I get out, I'm starting a re-entry aftercare team. So after 2 years now, almost 2 years after I got out, or a year and a half ago I got out, and just now last week I finally got a team going. Not very big yet, but I think I'm having a hard time getting people to trust me because of I'm in the same community that I did everything in. So, but I'm not gonna move away. I have a lot of people trying to encourage me to move out of town and get away from the, past. I don't wanna do that, because I think the best way to be a witness is to the people that know me from my past. If they see the changes in me, that's the best way to witness, I believe. I'm just happy to say that God has helped me get one started. And there is a guy that already is joining our team. Just got out on the 1st. And he called me right away. He discharged. So I was afraid he wasn't going to call. Usually when guys discharge, they leave and nobody hears from them again. But he called me the morning after he got out and come and visited me. So he's coming to us. We're trying to get an apartment and everything. But that's pretty much where I'm at. I know God blesses me. Still have a hard time financially sometimes, but God keeps us going, so.
He has a way.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing.
No problem.
Thank you.